Nemeth assesses WWE fans' mindsets in CM Punk-Seth Rollins feud. CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two beloved babyfaces, kicked off WWE Raw this week with a tense face-off, with the latter expressing a desire to finally address his lingering grievances with the former. CM Punk, however, made it clear he had no interest in facing Rollins, prompting Rollins to spark a brawl between them. TNA World Champion Nemeth, formerly Dolph Ziggler in WWE, assessed this rekindled feud on Busted Open Radio, including the fan mindset surrounding it. According to Nemeth, many fans may be inclined to favor CM Punk as the excitement of his return, even a year later, continues to fill the air. Meanwhile, Rollins may be subconsciously taken for granted, as he's been a constant fixture for WWE over the last decade. When someone leaves and comes back, is gone for a huge injury and comes back, or says he'll never, ever be here, this place, and comes back, you get that moment of the loyal fans going, "Screw that guy, he's back. Oh my God, we welcome you back," Nemeth said. And it's not being two-faced, it's just we love it as fans being able to embrace someone coming back or emerging or surprising or showing us up or just beating an injury and making it back onto our show that we watch. When you have those moments, those stand out more. I'm not saying that Seth's never been injured, Nemeth continued, but to have something when those returns, when it's so understood that you are not coming back and you have no interest to, and then you also added in an injury for Punk. So he gets another return or add in even a medium-sized injury where it's a couple weeks, couple months, you get that extra return. That makes people jump out of their seats more than their absolute favorite who never got hurt. From a viewer and wrestler's perspective, Nemeth personally finds himself rooting for Rollins because of his proven history of being a full-time and reliable anchor for WWE as part-timers floated in and out of the company over the years. Or from a pure viewer stance, specifically as Punk previously spent 10 years away from WWE. I don't know if it rings true for fans subconsciously, but when I'm thinking of a promo back and forth and it takes me out of the wrestling part and I'm just interested in where they're going character-wise and story, then you start to have that in the background, like, how am I not rooting for this guy? Nemeth said, "He's the one who's always been here. He's the one who made the play. He's the one who sacrificed the different things to stay. He didn't take off and show up when it was cool, and then just like, oh, guess I'm back in the main event scene 10 years later, forget everything I said." There's something really special about that. The Raw brawl between Punk and Rollins was eventually broken up by Sami Zayn, JUSO, and WWE officials, the former of whom later got into a verbal and physical confrontation with Rollins. Rollins ultimately emerged victorious in the physical aspect of his meeting with Zayn by rolling him up for a pinfall in the show's main event match. As of now, there is no word on if the rivalry between Rollins and Punk will translate to a match as well. WWE Raw results. Seth Rollins and CM Punk's rivalry renewed. New Day celebrates its 10th anniversary. CM Punk's promo was interrupted by Seth Rollins, which resulted in a heated feud. The New Day's 10-year anniversary got heated after the surprising return of Big E. Gunther defended his title against Dominic Mysterio, while Rhea Ripley was caught in a heated clash against Raquel Rodriguez. Following a blockbuster Survivor Series 2024, WWE's weekly episode of Monday Night Raw returned this week. CM Punk kicked off the latest episode of Raw with a promo before he was interrupted by Seth Rollins. The show also celebrated the 10th anniversary of the New Day. 5 official fights were on the match card. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Gunther defended his title against Dominic Mysterio. In the women's segment, Judgment Day squared off against Damage Control. The main event saw Rollins take on Sami Zayn. CM Punk and Seth Rollins met yet again, and things got physical this time. This had never happened until now, but not only did that transpire, but a huge heel turn was also teased in the process. CM Punk and Seth Rollins had a momentary face-off on the Raw after Bad Blood 2024. It was then that a disillusioned and beaten-up Punk came out to express uncertainty over his future. Rollins let him go without much resistance, presumably because of his physical state. This time, that wasn't the case. Punk expressed his WrestleMania dreams, and Rollins said he should have put CM Punk out of his misery. Punk said something that ticked Rollins off. When they confronted each other last year, Rollins had something he wanted: the World Heavyweight Championship. But now that he is no longer the champion, Punk said he had no interest in him whatsoever. He compared it to running with people he didn't even know he was racing. All of this fueled Rollins to give Punk a shove, marking the first time they got physical. Rollins' mannerisms seemed to tease a future heel turn, although many would argue that he was justified in his actions. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso were quick to come out and separate the two. Even other WWE officials came out to shove them, and CM Punk's rejection of Seth Rollins seemed to hit a nerve with the visionary. It is still believed that the two will clash at WrestleMania 41. They were initially slated to headline night
Colby
one of
Daniel
WrestleMania
Lopez,
40 this
born
year.
May 28,
WWE Raw
1986,
December
is an
2nd,
American professional
2024.
wrestler.
CM
He is signed
Punk-Seth
to
Rollins
WWE,
Brawl, where he performs
New
on
Day
the Raw
turn heel.
brand under the
Major
ring
title
name
tournament
Seth
begins
Rollins
and more.
Prior to
Hello,
signing
everyone,
with
and
WWE,
welcome
he
to
wrestled
KL
under the
Now's
ring
live
name
coverage and
Tyler
results
Black
of the
for Ring of
WWE
Honor,
Monday Night
ROH,
Raw,
December
and was part of
2nd,
the age of the Fall
2024.
Stable with Jimmy
The start
Jacobs.
is just a few
During
hours
his time
away.
in ROH.
I'm
He
your
held
host,
the ROH
Sagnant,
World Championship
and I'll be keeping you
once,
company
and the
through
ROH
what promises
Tag
a
Team
fascinating
Championship
evening
twice
with
with
Jacobs,
WWE.
and won the
Please
2009
wait 30
survival
seconds
of
for
the
the
fittest
live
tournament.
blog to load.
He also
The
wrestled for
2024
various
edition
independent
of
promotions,
Survivor
including
Series.
Full Impact
War
Pro,
Games has come to
where
a
he was a
close,
one-time
and now we
FIP
turn our
World
focus
Heavyweight
to the
Champion,
upcoming episode
as well as
of
Pro Wrestling
WWE
Guerrilla,
Monday Night Raw,
where he was a
the
one-time
12-2 episode of the
World
Red
Tag Team
Brand
Champion.
is the fallout
Also
show
with
from the
Jacobs.
final PLE
Lopez signed with
2024,
WWE,
which took
in
place in
2010,
Rogers Arena
and was sent to its
Vancouver
then
on
developmental
November 30th.
territory, Florida
The
Championship
PLE
Wrestling,
featured 5
FCW,
matches that delivered
where he
his
was renamed
promise with
Seth Rollins
high-flying
and became the
jaw-dropping moves in
inaugural
total,
FCW
including
Grand
2
Slam
War
champion.
Games clashes
After
and 3 title
WWE
matches.
rebranded its
The OG
developmental
bloodline
brand
from
along with
FCW
CM Punk
to
defeated the
NXT.
Rogue faction,
He became
while
the
Team
inaugural
Ripley emerged
NXT
victorious in their clash
In November
with Team
2012,
Gunther
he debuted
and
on the
Braun
main
Breaker
roster as a
defended their
member of the
titles,
Shield
while Shinsuke
alongside
Nakamura
Dean
defeated
Ambrose
LA
and
Knight
Roman Reigns
to win his
He
third
won his
United
first
States
main
title.
roster championship.
Following the
PLE
WWE Raw Tag Team
WWE
Championship
is all set for
with
its
reigns
regular
in May
programming
2013.
of Monday Night Raw.
He went on to hold the title
December
a
2nd
record
Fallout
6 times
episode
with
from the
Ambrose
PLE
and
of the
various
Red
partners.
Brand
After
will be
leaving
aired
the Shield
live
in
from the Angel of the
2014,
Winds Arena.
he joined the
Everett,
Authority,
Washington,
establishing his
USA.
on-screen character.
The second
as a
city
leading
Saint,
villain.
CM Punk,
Since then,
is set to
he has
kick off the
headlined
Monday
numerous
Night
major
Show
PPV
with his electrifying
and live
presence.
streaming events for
The second
WWE,
City Saint was in action
including
Saturday
WrestleMania
against
XL.
Solo Sikoa's
Rollins is a
Bloodline
5-time
in the
world
men's War
champion
Games
in
match.
WWE.
The OG
having won the
faction,
WWE
led by Roman
Championship,
Reigns,
included
twice,
the Usos,
Universal
Sami
Championship
Zayn,
twice,
and
and
CM
World
Punk.
Heavyweight
In the main
Championship
event
once,
of Survivor
being the
Series
inaugural
2024,
He has also
the
held
OG
the
faction
Intercontinental
defeated the
Championship
Rogue
and the
faction.
United States
Punk will likely have a
Championship
few
twice
words
each,
to express
making him
after the
WWE's
happening
29
at
Triple
Survivor
Crown
Series.
champion
and
The
19th
promotion
Grand
might
Slam
use
champion,
this segment to build
as well
up
as
a
the second
storyline
wrestler to
with Seth
accomplish the
Rollins.
latter twice.
In last
under
week's
the revised
episode,
2015
WWE
format.
announced a
He
celebration
is also the
ceremony
only
for
wrestler
New
to
Day's
have won the
10th
WWE
anniversary
Championship
on next week.
Universal Championship, World Heavyweight Championship, and NXT Championship.